Hello, welcome to today's live. Um, and the title to today's live is The Origin of Our Sufferings. And well, I'm just going to say a few words about that. Let's say that we can say right from the beginning that the origin of our sufferings lie in the past, in our past. Okay. And we suffer, human beings suffer in the present, but their suffering is almost always referred to something that's happened in the past, a situation, an experience that they have lived in the past. And but that experience is usually because the suffering because it's a negative experience, right? Because if it was positive, there would be no suffering. So, and the negativity of that experience has remained impressed in our emotional center, has remained impressed in our mind, and whenever in the present, we come towards something that is similar. We trigger that feeling. That feeling is triggered, and there we go. We suffer. We suffer again, and we create suffering in the present. But usually, the origin is in the past. Okay, so and also what is um, what is suffering really? It's a perception. It's a perception of, as I said before, it's a perception of an event. It's a perception of an episode that I live, an episode, an experience, and that perception. So we really need to analyze a little bit it, where it starts and how it gets to become suffering, and how it gets to make us suffer also in the present. And then we're going to deal with how to relieve those sufferings. Okay, so yes, we're talking about here perception. We perceive. Okay, we perceive something that is coming from our external world. Okay, and this perception is usually before it gets to us, we can say it's something that it comes through it's an input. Okay, and this input goes through our stimuli, and then that's when we get a perception. But it also needs to be analyzed, and it's also elaborated in some way. So really, what does remain is not really the true experience, because that true experience has been filtered. It's been filtered by our rationality. It's been filtered by the data that lies within us. Okay, that data is to do with what? With our education. It's to do with our culture. Okay, and the area of the world we come from also. So that those data are the data that the perception is filtered. Okay, so the perception comes, and it's an input stimuli. It's a stimulus, and that input is then analyzed and elaborated. Okay, with those data that we have within us, and once it's been elaborated, so you can see how it is not actually what happened. I don't know. I'm trying to see whether I can make it clear. It's not truly what happened. Okay. Also, because um, that perception lies is linked to our resources. Okay, so the resources we said, education, and that, and also um, our capacity of understanding, our awareness, if we want. So all those things are linked, are connected to to our sufferings. It's not just I'm suffering, but I'm suffering because my interpretation of that particular situation or my interpretation of that particular episode is what it is, which is not really, may not be absolutely, may not be the truth, may not be exactly that. Because we also have to realize that the resources that we have are different according to our age. Okay, so if we were to take a child can live an experience, can live a bad experience in life, in the family or whatever, but that experience will be gigantic for him or her. It will be gigantic. It will be something that. Why will it be gigantic? It will be gigantic because that's the resources that that child have is, of course, limited to his age and limited to his experience of life. Okay, so the same for a 16-year-old. Okay, so the resource will be limited because of the experience of life, because the experience of life is limited. Okay, and so can you imagine that same experience lived by a 6-year-old, a 14-year-old, and an adult are completely different because the adult has got an experience of life experience uh, up to that time and has the resources to deal with that particular episode. I would say it has the resources that that adult has is not as limited as the child's resources and is not as limited as the um, youngster. Okay, so you see, for a child it's gigantic, but for an adult it's really can also be taken for something quite easy to deal with and not that it's not that heavy and it's not that imprinting is not that strong, okay, within the adult. So the I also wanted to say, how do we get rid of that? How do we get rid of our how do we get a relief at least to our sufferings? Okay, so the only way to um, relieve our sufferings is to meditate. Unfortunately, that is it. Fortunately, human beings have evolved up to today, and they have the understanding that meditation is important. And but this is the importance of meditation. Through meditation, I can get a relief from my suffering. That's one way, and it helps a lot. But there is another, which is very, very important, and which also has to do with meditation and meditating. It's to try and live in the present and not forget our past, but um, our past is our past. Do you know what I mean? What happened when I was 6? What happened when I was 15? What happened when I was 24? Really has nothing to do. It has something to do when it's there to influence that present. But if it's not influencing my present, then it stays within my past and it's my history. I like to say, I like to use this word, I have a history, and my history is from birth to today, but it's history. It should not be there to influence my present. It should not be there anymore to influence my living today. Okay, so this is, and philosophers and lots of great authors have been talking about this for ages. They've been talking about living in the present, most of them. And so this is what living in the present means. It means we leave our past to our history. It's in a book. It's put away somewhere, but it's there. We don't, there's no way we can cancel that. Okay. We cannot cancel our history. Okay. Why should we anyway? In any case, if that history is hurting me, then I should try and put it away in a safe place, in a place where it's not going to come out and trigger anger or other things that should not be in my everyday living. Okay, so meditation, as I said, and uh, trying to be present to oneself and live in the present, and also program our future. If we were doing this, we would really have no time to be thinking. I personally think we would really have no time to be thinking about our past. If we live in the present, there's no time. There's no time to live in to be influenced by our past. And if we're programming, also if we're programming the future. So um, our exercise today will be to try and program that, okay, to see whether we can put that program in our mental and understand that it is something that needs to be put away and let go. We need to let go. Okay, right. So today we will do the exercise to activate the process of willpower. So we also need willpower to do this. We need to decide also, I really want to be living the present. I really want to not forget, as I said, I really want to not let my past influence my present. Okay, so willpower. And also, as I said, meditation to control our mind, which will allow us to manage our reactions, because a lot of the time when we have reactions like anger, depression, or we have um, physical disturbance, okay, that's when a lot of that comes from the influence of that our past. So if we control our mind, it will allow us to manage our reactions, okay, with respect to those negative influences. In addition, the willpower will create the opportunity for us to access information, because we need to stay healthy first of all, as well, okay, healthy, and we need to, at the moment, we need to keep safe also, and we need to be in harmony with ourselves and also with others. So if you are ready for the meditation today, get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale slowly, whilst listening to your breath. Now I will help you relax in order to be prepared to evoke your inner resources. To help you relax physically, I will direct your attention to different parts of your body. Relax the skin covering your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyelids and the area around your eyes. Relax your cheeks and your mouth. Relax the outside and inside of your throat. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and your hands. Relax the outside of your chest. Feel the vibration of the skin in that part of your body. Now relax the inside of your chest. Relax the outside of your abdomen. Feel the vibration of the skin in that part of your body. Now relax the inside of your abdomen. Relax your thighs. Relax your knees. Relax your calves. Relax your ankles. Relax your feet. Relax your toes. You are now at a deeper, more perfect, and healthier physical level, deeper than before. To relax mentally, project yourself into a passive scene, a quiet, reassuring scene, and relax. Keep your mind and the whole of your being in that scene. Listen to your feelings. Listen to the functioning of your system. This is a way of being in control. I should be silent so that you can listen to yourself and to your inner world and feel the harmony. To help you enter and approach a state of awareness of the harmony of physical and mental well-being, and learn to control your mental dimensions to evoke your inner resources. I will count from 10 to 1. At each descending number, you will stop and wait to hear me say the next number. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now accessing resources to counteract harmful forces and influences. You are learning to control your reactions in order to leave the past to the past and focus on your present and your future. Grasp the power of nature and bring the functioning of your mind and body into balance. Now breathe deeply and mentally. Repeat after me. I am relaxed and in control. I understand that it is possible to adapt to changes. I expect changes to be for the better, and I see them as learning experiences. I access this state to live and restore the harmony of physical and mental well-being. This resource is now at your disposal. All you have to do is want to take it on board. This awareness can bring a big change to your being. It can change your way of thinking, your way of working, the way you act, the way you behave. It can improve your understanding and consequently your awareness in maintaining the harmony of physical and mental well-being. Allow your body, your brain, and your mind to imagine the harmony that you could achieve simply by opening yourself up to this possibility. Bringing this change to your way of thinking will make it easier for you to understand the current situation and implement your sense of adaptation. In a moment, I shall count from 1 to 5. At 5, you will open your eyes, be fully awake. You will feel good and in perfect physical and mental shape, feeling more energetic, vigorous, and stronger than before. Stronger within. You will also feel your capacity of understanding increase, and you will be more in control. 1, 2, coming out slowly now. 3. At the count of 5, you will open your eyes. You will be wide awake. You will feel well and in perfect physical and mental shape, feeling more in control than before. 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake. You feel good, in perfect physical and mental shape, feeling the harmony within you and feeling more in control than before. Good. I hope you enjoyed the exercise today. And well, that's it. Maybe you can um, give the title I used today, we talked about today, a little thought. And maybe you can start putting it back into your history and move on, start moving on with your life as from the present, as from the present. Okay, thank you very much for your support. So I'll see you in a fortnight. Thank you for your support and thank you for being here today. Thank you. Bye.